Hey, how you doing? This is Kenneth Williams, local realtor out of Memphis, Tennessee, and I am here with Jason Woods with
Hey,
Community
Kenneth, how you doing,
Mortgage.
buddy?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Hey, so what we wanted to do is we wanted to start engaging our community. And the way that we're going to start engaging our community more is that we're going to start doing videos like this to kind of keep you informed on the market of what's going on the realtor side and also what's going on the loan side, right? With interest rates going up and down, people are still concerned about what's going to happen, and so we want to be that go-to place. Okay. And so let's go ahead and get started. Again, my name is Kenneth Williams. I am a local realtor here in Memphis, Tennessee. I've been a real estate agent for over 5 years now. And so just been killing it. My goal is just to kind of help as many families as I can, and to keep you up to date on the loan market. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, Ken, thank you. Jason Woods with Community Mortgage, Regional Vice President. However, I do sell money every single day. That is my job. I am able to find people the least expensive route to try to find money for a home. Been doing it a little over 20 years and here in the Mid-South area.
There you go. There you go. And so let's go ahead and get right on into it. So as of February 26th, we are looking at the current market and things are heating up. Okay. The median price is 189 right now. That's 189,000. Okay. As far as inventory, we're still low on inventory. We're looking at 1,241 that's on the market as of February 26th, and the average days on market is 108. Okay, it is 108. When we were in early 2021, right? You saw how crazy things got in the market. I mean, people were buying up homes. The average days on market was something crazy like 14 or something days like that. I mean, it was insane. And so right now it's 108. But is that something to be concerned about? No. It is still a seller's market. So all sellers, the ball is still in your court per se. But for right now, it is still a seller's market. And so that is the Memphis market update. Jason, can you tell them about what's going on as far as loans?
Mortgage market update. Yes, all over the place, Ken. Never know where we're going to be day to day, but the bad news is, as of last week, mortgage rates has hit the highest it has seen since November 30th of 23. But the good news is that they're full percent lower from back in the highs in last October. So
Okay.
yeah, conventional rate today, you're going to be I'd say low sevens.
Okay.
And a government loan, FHA, VA, you're going to be somewhere in the mid six to high six, depending on credit score.
Okay. That's not, I guess that's not terrible, right? Like you
No,
said,
it's
it's
not.
getting better.
Back in October, they had hit 8%, and the market kind of stopped moving there for a bit. So
Yeah.
if beginning of the year, market has taken off kind of here in the Mid South, and applications have taken a good step up. We've had a lot of applications come in, a lot of contracts come in, and it's going great.
That's good. That's good. Well, you all, that's the loan update. Just to kind of keep you all up to date on what's going on the mortgage side. So let's go ahead and get into our next segment. Our next segment is going to be deep dive. And so in this segment, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be demystifying real estate for you. Okay. We want you to learn more about real estate and how it works. We also want you to not be scared of what's going on the loan side. And so the way that we're going to do that in this segment, we're going to do something called a deep dive. Okay. And so today in our deep dive, we're going to demystify down payment and how it affects your monthly payment. A lot of people don't know how a down payment affects your monthly payment. Go ahead, take it away, Jason.
Thanks, Ken. So, years back, probably in the low 80s or before the 80s, a lot of people had to put 20% down. And that's what you hear, right, Ken? People
Yeah,
have to put
yeah.
20% down, and what do you tell them?
I don't know where you got this from,
Well,
but I
back in the
guess
early
yeah,
80s, late 70s, they had to. So it is
yeah,
out there. So parents or grandparents, they possibly did. But today, you do not have to put 20% down. As you said, let's bust that myth, right?
Let's bust that myth,
Minimum down
man.
payment these days is 3% conventional loan, 3.5% on FHA loan. On VA, it's 100%. USDA, which is a rural loan. If someone wants to live out in the sticks, the country, rural, whatever you want to call it, right? No down payment.
There
So
you
that
go.
20%, it is not, yes, if you put 20% down, that eliminates mortgage insurance on a
Hmm.
conventional loan. You can put 50% down on an FHA loan, and you're still going to have mortgage insurance for at least a minimum of 10 to 11 years. Doesn't matter.
Gotcha. Okay.
That mortgage insurance is there for just like car insurance, homeowners insurance for, for you. It's for the lender. If in case that person defaults, the lender gets some of their money back on government loans. They get all of it back. On the mortgage, if you take away or add $1,000 roughly to the payment or to your balance, it's only going to take away or add $5 to $6. So if you
Wow.
put $10,000 more down on a mortgage, let's say you're going to put 3.5% down. All
Hmm.
right. And then somebody says, well, I have an extra $10,000 to put down. Would it be smart for me to put it down? I'm like, well, let's just run the numbers. If you put another $10,000 down, you're going to possibly save $50 or $60. $10,000 or $60 a month. It's a no-brainer to me. I'm going to keep my 10 grand, right?
Right. Put it back into the house, right?
That's right.
Fix up
Yep.
the paint or do something else with it. Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
whatever you
So
want with it. So it doesn't affect it that much. People always think like, oh man, I think it was going to, take away $100 or $200, which make a huge difference. But to get that far down into the hundreds and $200, $300, you got to put a significant amount down.
yeah. 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 I always tell my clients, I just don't think that it's worth it. And I'm so happy to have you here with me to demystify this down payment stuff, man. So
It's
thank you
super
so
easy, Ken.
much.
It's easy.
So let's go ahead and transition into our next segment. Our next segment is going to be educating buyers and sellers on what they should be doing right now. Okay. So you've heard what's going on in the market from me on the real estate side, and you heard what Jason had to say on the lending side. So, what do you need to be doing as a buyer? As a buyer in this environment right now, with interest rates being a little bit higher, people aren't buying as much real estate. So you don't have as much competition as you had back in 2021, right? And so with that, you can go in and you now are able to negotiate a little bit more because those houses have been sitting on the market a little bit longer than what sellers would like, right? And so go in there with your realtor and try to negotiate their price down if you can. Now, sellers, this is the thing. This is the thing. If you already know that interest rates are a little bit higher, then what you can do is you can then use that same strategy for you buying your next house. Just always make sure that whatever amount you're going to be selling your house for, that you're okay with that, that money is going to be good for you to put down on another home. But as a seller, the thing is that you don't have as much competition out there either because you also need to buy a home. And so you can take that same tactic and you can go ahead and negotiate a better price for your next home.
One of the things that I talk to clients about quite frequently is, should I buy now or should I wait? Only thing that's going to happen, Ken, is when rates start falling back down into the low sixes, high fives, even the mid fives, if we land there, hopefully in the next 6 months, who never knows, maybe in the next year, what's going to happen to the market? It's going to
It's going to go
create
crazy.
demand.
It's going
It
to go
is. It's going to
bananas.
create demand. So just like in 20 and 21, what happened was there were so many people wanting those 2 and 3 and 4% rates. Shoot, 2.25. Imagine having that. They were out there in flocks of trying to get these houses. So there was so much demand. So many people were putting offers on homes. And so what did that do? It drove the prices up.
Yep.
Well, now the prices are already continually going up. So you can either buy now at a little bit higher interest rate, and then in 6 months, 8 months, or a year, refinance into that mid to high fives, low fives, mid, whatever, wherever you land, you're going to save money.
There you
But
go.
if you wait 3 years or even possibly 2 years, that house is can possibly appreciated 3, 5, or 8 more percent that you're going to pay more for it. So your payment's going to end up being more then, even at a higher price with a lower rate, versus getting it at a slightly lower price, paying a little bit more, maybe $100 more a month in rate, and refinancing it down the road. You will
Yeah,
eventually end up saving money that way.
yeah, yeah. I'm so happy that you're able to like speak to that because I think a lot of people are waiting for those 3% rates. And
Never
I'm
happened
letting them
again.
know the pandemic is what caused that, right?
That's right.
That's
That's
not
right.
normal. And so if you're looking to purchase a home, like you said, Jason, it's going to be more expensive in the future if you don't move now,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
So,
And you're right. The pandemic did create that, but what really created that was the feds, and they created bonds, and they started buying all these bonds in the market. They started buying mortgage-backed securities,
okay,
billions and
okay.
billions and billions of dollars. So what that did is that drove the interest rates down so far because the economy was tanking and doing so bad that
Hmm.
that's what drove those rates down. When they actually stopped buying all of those back in March of 20, we were in 24, March of 23, two actually, March of 22, they stopped buying them in that area. And that's when the rates started actually trickling up. And
Oh,
they were in the
gotcha.
threes. They went to the fours, the fives, the sixes, and they hung around 5 or 6 for about a year. And then at the end of last year, that's when they went to 7 and 8.
Okay. So you've heard from me and you've heard from Jason. And so you have to take what we're giving you and you just need to use it. If you have a goal to purchase a home or you want to learn more about what you may qualify for as far as purchase price, I'm going to leave our information down below. Okay, I'm going to leave our information down below and you can reach out to us anytime. I'm going to leave our websites, our emails, our phone numbers. I mean, you can, reach out to us on social media, whatever you need, you let us know. Also, if you want us to talk about a specific topic, please DM us or send us emails on that so that we can go ahead and talk about those things. Because again, we just want to demystify real estate altogether so that when you're going out, you're a stronger buyer and you're a stronger seller when you get out there and try to sell your home. So, do you have
Yes.
any last
Yes.
thoughts that you
Thanks,
want to
Ken.
say?
Yes. Yeah. If you're looking for a home, call me anytime. 901-246-0256. As Ken said below, call us.
All right. Well, you all have a great day. And if you need anything, like we said, our contact information is down below. Until next time, see you
Yes.
later.
See you guys.